So the kid born 3/29/90 announced at birth announced while he's being born to 600,000 people EST live at Uniondale, New York, Nassau Coliseum. Um, the album is underground tapes for 24 years or so. It's finally released to Hollywood, record store, found across the nation, public libraries, etc., record stores, at local head shops, 2014. So, but his life, his story, he goes, he lived with the Grateful Dead for 5 years. Jerry passes away, and he's bounced between all sorts of side bands and projects. It's mainly with Buddy from the New Riders of the Purple Sage. You can pass between him and Melvin Seals from Jerry Garcia Band. Uh, the 96 comes along and he shakes hands with Chelsea Clinton at the New London City United States Coast Guard Academy during the presidential address Bill Clinton makes to the graduating cadets of that year. He gets the ends presidentially because of his grandpa, being at the surrender of Japan during World War II on a submarine that left New London and then went back to New London, there and back again, says. No J.K. Rowling's about it. It was an older book, The Hobbit, the Three Sailors, The Lord of the Rings, and etc. So he continues that tradition with and his other granddad, his granddad on his mom's side, so it was a Federal Bureau of Investigation agent for 45 years. Also had the ends for presidential to-dos, and so those two are the sort of Uncle Johns, whereas Brother Bear, dad, some sort of family affiliation, friend, and blood ties is what he'd claim. Work with Brent Midland, Phil Lash, Jerry Garcia, Bear Oswald Stanley, predominantly sound electrics, wizardry for the late 80s up until the end of the Grateful Dead in 95 with the passing of Jerry Garcia. And then together, the small team sees sans Jerry. Jerry never got to drive the submarine to the Long Island Underwater Sound Research Laboratories. Then the project was halted when the collapse of the towers and the bombing of the Pentagon in 2001. But along comes Old London Pen Pal in 2002, as they were hit as well in the terror strike at the 9/11s, etc. So and then later on he picks up a job babysitting, although he was babysat. And could you imagine meeting Bush, Pierce, Chelsea Clinton? Along the same lines, you need something besides presidentials. The Phoebe Hoffman would introduce him to Paris Hilton and Ava Trump back in his childhood youth too. Uh, Collecting more celebrities along the line. Daisy wasn't popular, neither was Halsey.